The setting is Road America, one of the longest, fastest, toughest, most challenging courses on the Playboy MX5 Cup trail. The drivers, the up-and-coming stars of sports car racing. And today we'll see this intense competition from their perspective. Get ready, another driver's eye view of the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup. It's next. Welcome to Road America. We're in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin for round 4 of the 2010 Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup, part of an SCCA Pro Racing Day here at Road America. Hello again, everyone. I'm Rick Benjamin. Elliot Forbes-Robinson will have the call with me in a couple of moments from the top side, and Derek Pertisiglio has our coverage here on pit road. Something unique for you on our telecast today, second straight year. We'll give you a lot of onboard, in-car perspectives, driver's eye view looks at this legendary racetrack and at this great series. Great points battle shaping up, not quite to halfway in the 2010 season. The points leader has to start back in row number 3. He's with Derek.
And your point leader is starting in the 6th position. Not really the spot that he wanted to be, but Justin Piscatell, 3 top 10s, 3 top 5s this year. What's it going to take to get that elusive win?
At this track, it'll take a little bit of luck and a lot of brains to get a win at Road America. There's always a lot going on, and it's a lot of passing, a lot of high speed, and a lot of chances for a lot of bad things and good things to happen.
Well, Justin Piscatell may be starting in the 6th position, but he's looking for that elusive number 1 win today.
And Elliot Forbes-Robinson, this is a young driver we've talked about every time we do one of these telecasts. It seems like he's knocked on the door a million times, hasn't quite broken through.
Well, he hasn't. But, you know, one day he's going to get that win, and it's going to change his whole outlook, I think. But, you know, he's due. He's been running up front for a long time, and I think he's ready.
Lionel Kent, Brad Rampelberg among the other contenders we'll need to keep an eye on here today. And we've got some unique views for you. We talked about onboard looks. Our telecast from Road America last year, such a huge success, we decided to bring it back this year. Mostly onboard cameras today. Justin Piscatell comes in as the championship leader. Michael Cooper, a young guy we haven't talked a lot about, Elliot, right there in 2nd spot.
Yeah, you know, it's somebody we haven't paid much attention to because he hasn't won races and stuff this year, but, you know, he's hanging in there in points and getting good results every weekend.
SmartyCam providing our onboard looks here today. If you want to know more, Google SmartyCam. It'll take you to their website. Some phenomenal technology. You can download your videos direct to YouTube. They really predominate in this industry of providing onboard cameras and recorders, and there's their logo top left of our screen. We appreciate what they bring us. Some telemetry as well to keep an eye on as we go through the day here today at Road America. Elliot, this is a 4-mile racetrack, extremely fast in places and oh so challenging.
Well, it is, but also has the longest straights you see all year. And actually you have 3 of them. You have the front straight up by the pits into turn 1, which is a big braking area. But the big braking area really is turn 5 because you get downhill into that, and it's a really tight corner. And then coming up through the Kettle Bottom, going into Canada Corner, also a good braking spot.
Some incredible racing that we've seen here over the years on the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup. Glad to be back at Road America. Brad Rampelberg qualifying on the pole. Lionel Kent will start alongside. A couple of drivers who've been to victory lane so far this season. Alara team principal, the Bulldog Productions 11 for Aram Alkasian, and young Nick Evans in the 28 car will line up in the 2nd row. Mark Carpenter, and there is our championship leader, last year's Rookie of the Year, the DAMG car, the 89 of Justin Piscatell. Jesse Combs will be in the next row along with Michael Cooper, who's 2nd in points, kind of quietly becoming a challenger here.
Well, he is. You know, he hasn't had that run for the lead yet. Someday he might be up there for that, but right now he just seems to be very consistently getting points.
Tim Probert, Christine Crane will start back in the 6th row. Probert out of Houston, Texas. Christine Crane out of the Pacific Northwest. And here's a look at some of what we'll show you. Throttle, RPM, G-force loading, all sorts of cool things, Elliot.
Well, they really are. And it's stuff that a driver never gets to see until after he's out of the car. Now, qualifying isn't as important here because the fact you can draft so well and there's good passing places. So use your head because a lot of people are going to be doing some stupid stuff here, and the other thing is save your car for the end of the race because you're going to need good brakes at that time.
All right, let's get some final comments from pit road before we go green. Here's Derek.
And Rick, EFR, just to reiterate, we can't say enough how important the draft is going to be here today. This is a fast, high-speed track, so you're going to need a dancing partner. All of the guys up and down pit road, and especially the drivers, said that they don't want to be leading on the very last lap.
And I agree with that. I think that that's not where you want to be because somebody's going to draft by you.
We expect to see everybody bunched up pretty much all afternoon here.
Well, I think so, because what happens, no matter what happens on the rest of the course, you get to drag yourself up to the leaders on the straights.
Brad Rambleberg on the pole. That's the blue and silver 4 car. Right alongside him, the machine of Lionel Kent from Knoxville, Tennessee. Let's get on board the 77 car. Jesse Combs starting deep in the pack. He has to come from back in the 4th row. We're underway at Road America.
Well, you can see how that draft works when it sucks you up from the back rows. We got 3 abreast going into 1. Won't work. Somebody's going to have to give it up a little bit here. 2 can go through here. Following it through, and you can see how you're trying to line yourself up. But that isn't the important corner. They're coming to the important corner now because this is the one you need to line yourself up and get the shot onto the big straight.
Brad Rambleberg taking the early lead. Lionel Kent already. The car immediately behind here, taking a look to the inside up on the rumble strips.
Yeah, he's getting a good run off of there, and he's going to be able to pull right up on the back, pull out at the last minute. And it looks like he's got a partner to go by, so it looks like Rambleberg is not getting a lot of friends down this straight.
Rambleberg giving up the lead here as we head to turn 5. Nick Evans will go by in one of the Team MER cars, and then it looks like Aaron Malkasian's coming up for a bit of this battle as well, but Kent grabbing the lead by half a car length.
Yeah, and this is putting Rambleberg on the outside. You can see what those rumble strips upset the car. And Evans is going by on the inside, but he's got the next corner. He'll move back over because Rambleberg has to let him have it, follow him through, and take a shot later.
Whoa! Kent sideways
Kent.
into the grass. Evans follows him there. That changes everything. Kent somehow manages to maintain the lead.
And it looks like Malkasian took the advantage to come on by at the same time, so Rambleberg's all of a sudden dropped to 4th.
On board with Jesse Combs, 8th now. Plenty of opportunities to move up here. Heading down under the Johnsonville Bridge.
Well, you can see how much action goes on from inside a car as opposed to sitting up and watching it from the grandstands. Something is happening all the time. Here's a view you don't often see. Coming around, you can see as you go around that carousel, you want to be right on the grass all the way around there, and it kind of lets you know how much of the road you're going to be using on the exit.
On board with Aaron Malkasian, the team principal at Alara, the Bulldog Productions 11 car, second behind his teammate Kent. We jump on board with Justin Piscatel, the championship leader, back to 6th now. Behind one of the AMG cars, coming up on Mark Carpenter's GGS machine.
Well, it shows you what, if you get through that kink with some speed, it really shoots you up and carries you all the way down here to Canada Corner. Boy, those guys are lined up. Oh, my.
Swapping a little paint. Piscatel way up on the rumble strips there, nearly out of shape, manages to keep his foot in it. Let's get on board here with Carpenter. He and Piscatel coming together on that last turn.
Yeah, and you know, that doesn't make sense there what Carpenter did, because that causes them both to drop back, and if he dropped in line, they both would have caught back up to the front. So I don't know what he was thinking there.
Carpenter tucking in behind Piscatel as they come to the front straightaway. In that front group of cars, young driver Nick Evans, who has a lot on his mind this weekend.
And Nick Evans is racing in the top 5, but he's also racing with a heavy heart this weekend. His girlfriend's sister, Madeline Elmore, passed away earlier this week in a tragic car accident. He's dedicating this race and the rest of the season to her. So all of us at the SCCA Playboy MX5 Cup wish the Elmore family our deepest condolences.
Absolutely, Derek. All right, thanks for that update. Evans, meantime, pushing past Lionel Kent under the Briggs & Stratton Bridge to grab the lead.
Yeah. That draft is so good. You saw him in 3rd place be able to draft by the front guys. But the cars work so well here. Now these guys are trying to line themselves up. Well, these guys use all the road, I tell you.
It is amazing how they're able to go up on those rumble strips. These cars, pretty sensitive to that sort of thing. Doesn't seem to slow them down at all. On board Malkasian, gunning for a spot here. That's his teammate Lionel Kent, the 13th second. They trail the race leader, Evans, as they head down the hill.
And you saw how far back they were coming onto the straight, but it's still, Lionel was able to get up side by side. He can't do anything here. Back off, get a run going up the hill. Probably won't happen here. He's using all the road there. And he's trying to hold off Rambleberg, so he's got his hands full.
Piscatel up to 5th now. You see him alongside Rambleberg in the AMG 4 car. That's Malkasian up ahead.
Yeah, this is a really good corner here. Get you lined up coming down to the tight corner at the bottom here, but it's not really a passing pace most of the time. Coming out of the carousel and going through the kink, you can get some speed. So it's important to get yourself lined up and close in these next couple corners and not make a mistake.
Mostly onboard camera coverage today from Road America, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Coverage of the Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup with Elliot Forbes Robinson, I'm Rick Benjamin, Derek Bernasiglio on pit road. This is by far the most popular telecast of the year 1 year ago. We decided to bring it back this time around as well. Mark Carpenter 10th right now, chasing Jeff Mosing in the 30 car straight ahead.